Florian Wirtz has no excuse not to perform in the 26-27 season. I am going to put quite a lot of stock into Florian Wirtz this season because I think he's about to have a massive year for Liverpool. Before all the Liverpool fans think I'm about to spend 10 minutes just protecting him, no. His first season was underwhelming. Let's just say it what it is. Let's just call it what it was. For the money Liverpool spent, for the reputation they arrived with, and for the level of player we think that Florian Wirtz is, I expected more. Let me be honest, I expected so much more. There were flashes, there were games where you saw some nice combinations, the little touches, the movement between the lines. He had some nice little games there. But there were also loads of games where he just existed. Game happening around him, Wirtz gets 60 touches, couple of nice passes, Liverpool lose. Everyone goes home, everyone blames Slot. That is not what Liverpool bought, but this is why I'm giving him another season before making any massive judgment, because almost everything around him has now changed. He has a new manager, he has faster football under Iraola, different attacking profiles, the wingers are changed, Isak's going to be up front, Szoboszlai is going to be playing behind him rather than competing for the same spaces. Naoni is going to come through, he's playing nice passes in pre-season, and Wirtz himself has now had a year in England that everyone loves to talk about. So basically, all the excuses are disappearing, which is good for him because I think these conditions are going to show everyone why Liverpool bought him. But if he's still rubbish after him, fair enough, then Saudi Arabia can have him. Firstly, I think we need to separate two things. Liverpool were badly constructed around Wirtz last season, and Wirtz himself was underwhelming at the same time. Both can be true. Sometimes when a big signing struggles, everyone chooses one extreme. Either he's a flop, he's terrible, or it's completely the manager's fault. I don't think it was either. Under Slot, I constantly watched Wirtz and wondered, what exactly is he supposed to be playing with? Who exactly is he linking up with? Because Wirtz is a combination player, like them old school Man City players like David Silva, like Nasri. He wants movement around him. He wants somebody showing short while somebody else was running long. He wants defenders being pulled into different positions. He wants to receive after the opposition midfield has already been moved. Hugo Ekitike was probably the only attacker I saw a consistent, natural relationship with, because Ekitike actually moves. He'll come towards Wirtz, he'll spin away, he'll drift, he'll run beyond. He gives Wirtz actual decisions to make, and creative players need decisions. If Wirtz gets the ball and three attackers are standing there asking for it to feed, what magic are you expecting? Salah last season had basically entered his creative era. He was no longer the guy who's going to run beyond. He's trying to create. But Wirtz is also that creator. So he's coming towards the ball. He wants touches off the ball. He wants to create, which makes complete sense at that stage of his career. Gakpo on the other side, on the left side, also prefers receiving it to feet. Even Ingamo at the same time. Get on the left, come inside, shoot. So Wirtz is standing at number 10. Salah wants the ball. Gakpo wants the ball. Midfield wants the ball. Everyone wants the ball. Who is running away from it? That's why Frimpong was half decent at right wing. Even though the masses don't like it, he was half decent at right wing. Who is forcing the centre-back backwards? Who is making the full-back scared to step forward? Who is creating the 10 yards Wirtz actually needs? Not enough people. But this is where Wirtz also has to take responsibility. You're an elite player. You don't know it, but you're an elite player. You're a 100 million plus player. Liverpool did not spend that money for you to only function when everything is perfect. Sometimes you have to impose yourself. Sometimes you need to demand the ball. Sometimes you need to take over a match, even if the structure isn't helping you. Bruno Fernandes is the number one person at doing this. The very best 10 solve problems as well as benefiting from solutions. And Wirtz just did not do enough of that. So I'm not rewriting last season. It was not good enough. I just think that this season gives him almost everything that was missing. And the biggest change of them all is obviously Iraola, because stylistically, I think this could suit Wirtz so much more. Iraola wants to play football quickly. He wants to attack space. He wants players making runs. He wants width. He wants verticality. A lot of width, by the way. In pre-season, you've seen the two wingers holding the touchline, getting chalk on their boots. He doesn't want Liverpool spending 5 minutes passing around, and we're going to see a lot of low blocks. So Wirtz just disappearing around 6 defenders is a bad thing. The quicker you move the ball, the less time the opposition has to organise. And that is where Wirtz becomes dangerous. He was so good at Leverkusen. Wirtz doesn't need loads of time. He needs the right picture. He needs defenders stepping towards him, defenders stepping forward. Runner goes beyond him. Wirtz gets in between the lines. One touch, pass, and it's a goal. Continue to run, and something actually happens. That is so much more interesting to me than Wirtz constantly coming towards the centre-backs because nobody can progress the ball, especially McAllister. And then you've got what Liverpool are trying to add out wide. Whether it's Barcola, whether it's Mbaye, whether it's Munoz, whether it's Ngamoa even, whoever ultimately ends up occupying those positions. The profile is what matters. Give me speed. I have seen enough of Gakpo coming to feet. I've seen enough of Salah. Big respect, Salah. But I've seen enough of Salah. The profile is what matters. Give me speed, man. Give me a winger hugging the touchline and threatening to run in behind. Now the fullback can't constantly squeeze onto Wirtz. The centre-back can't step out as aggressively because Isak is behind him. The defensive midfielder suddenly has a horrible decision. Follow Wirtz, fine. But space opens up behind you. Stay, Wirtz turns, and we have him in business. I saw all the clips of him in Germany. He was getting the ball in that position and he's making stuff happen. And Wirtz is so good. That is the environment you buy Wirtz for. You don't buy him to be the entire attack. You create movement around him and let him choose how to punish it. He can do whatever he wants on the ball. That's why he's got rave reviews from people like Xabi Alonso. And we already got a little tiny glimpse of that in pre-season in that first game. First half, he gets himself in the box and he scores straight away. Now, obviously, I am not going to become pre-season FC. I am not making a Ballon d'Or compilation because he scored in America. But look at the position he scored in. That is what interests me. Wirtz is close to the goal. Wirtz is making the extra run. Wirtz is finishing the move instead of starting every single move 45 yards away, standing next to Gravenberch and stuff. Iraola can actually get him receiving 20 to 30 yards from goal instead of 40 to 50. His numbers could actually explode. And the bit I'm most excited about is Alexander Isak is actually having a pre-season, because when I think about the perfect striker for Wirtz, it is Newcastle Isak. Isak doesn't just stand between two centre-backs waiting for somebody to cross the ball. He can come short, he can drift left, he can carry it, he can combine. Then 2 seconds later, he's running behind you. That is horrible for a centre-back. And that is beautiful for a number 10 who actually wants to find his striker. I need Isak to have a bit more pace because I saw that run in pre-season. I know no one's going to comment on it, but I need a bit more pace because when I say the players around the creator actually determine how much space that creator actually gets, that is the big thing. Ekitike showed signs of that relationship last season. Now, potentially, you've got Isak doing it from the start. And if you've got genuine runners from either side, Wirtz should basically have a menu in front of him. Left, right, Isak, carry, shoot. He should have so many options. He should receive the ball. He just see Rio probably wide left. He sees, I don't know, what's his name? Munoz wide right. He sees Isak making a run in behind. He should have like 3 options every single time he gets the ball. And then again, Liverpool look better equipped behind him. I like Szoboszlai deeper, honestly, because Szoboszlai has the legs Wirtz does not need to waste. I don't want him. I know he's a great runner, but I need let Szoboszlai to press everything. Everything that breathes, just let him run around, let him waste his energy and let him get tired. Let him cover ground, let him carry through midfield, let him do all of his recovery runs, all of that good stuff, and let Wirtz stay closer to the dangerous areas. Wirtz was running so much last season, and people were complimenting it. Who compliments their number 10 running apart from Jude Bellingham? But he's not even that type of player. Last season as well, McAllister physically just didn't look capable of consistently giving Liverpool that same coverage. He is kind of finished. We need to sell him. There were too many moments where Wirtz had to come backwards just to become involved. I don't want that. Train Yonia as well. That is very interesting. Please break through. Please let him play this season, because one thing he naturally wants to do is find players between the lines. Get the ball, head up, vertical pass between the lines, and people underestimate how important that is. You can have the best number 10 on earth. If your midfielder keep passing around him, if they don't give it to him, he is just a very expensive spectator. He could basically be anyone. And that is why ultimately I am predicting a big season for the Florian Wirtz. Not because I just rate Wirtz, but because the parameters are finally there. Last season, new league, dysfunctional team, everything went against him, let's say it like that. A manager whose name we don't even say anymore wasn't getting the best out of him. He was playing him in the worst way you could. Attack full of players wanting touches rather than making enough runs in behind. Isak was basically a no-show the whole season. He was injured the whole time. Ekitike, Achilles injury. Midfield lacked athleticism. All of this, fine. I'll listen to all of it. This season, though, nah. We are done with excuses. You are settled in England. I'm sure you bought a house now. You've had the year. You have a new manager. You have a faster system. You have Isak ahead of you. You need more runners. Okay, we'll get you some more runners. You need more width. We'll get you more width. You need better physical support behind you. We'll get you more better physical support. And Liverpool are clearly building the attack around a different idea. So now I want output. I want goals. I want assists. Were you not Bundesliga player of the season in Germany? And by good, I mean I want big performances. I want Champions League nights where Wirtz looks like the best football player on the pitch. I want games against Arsenal. I want games against City, Madrid, whoever. I want Wirtz to be the best player on the pitch in big games, because you have all the parameters where afterwards I want us to be talking about Wirtz like, wow, what a playmaker that was. What a performance that was. Like we talked about David Silva, like we talked about Kevin De Bruyne, like we talked about all these insane players like Isco, James, all of these guys. Because that's a reputation he came with. I don't know where that's gone, but I think that player is still in there somewhere. Technically, he is ridiculous technically. His first touch is exceptional. His awareness is ridiculous. He finds spaces that most players don't even know exist. He's got the ability where one little touch can remove 2 defenders from the game. So show us, but eventually the potential has to become production. And I believe you had 1 year out. You had 1 year with that guy. Now show us, especially at Liverpool. And I actually think that Iraola's system can make him look more explosive as well. Not because Wirtz becomes faster or anything, but because the whole game is going to go around him. He becomes faster. He's going to be the creative player. He's going to look completely different when they're receiving against moving defenses instead of stationary ones. That is why I think we're about to see the proper version of Wirtz. And I think Wirtz has a massive season. I think Isak has a massive impact on him. And I think by the end of the year, people will look back at his first season and realise Liverpool were just basically asking the wrong questions of him. He had slow attackers. Now, if you flop with Barcola and bloody Munoz both have got 93 pace on FIFA type, then I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know. Maybe you are just not as good as you thought you were. I swear to God, though, if we get to May and this brother has given us 4 assists and 4 goals type season, you and the whole people online are saying you have to appreciate the spaces he occupies and all this nonsense. I am finished. No more Bundesliga adaptation essays, all of this stuff. No more system excuses. Saudi Arabia, take him. Like on the Summerfield one, take him straight away. Thank you very much. Al Hilal, take him, please. And then Liverpool can start doing what Arsenal done with Vinny this season. Every time Jude Bellingham has a contract disagreement, I want to see David Ornstein tweeting. Liverpool are monitoring the situation. Jude changes his Instagram profile picture. That means he is joining Liverpool. Liverpool increasingly confident. I want Fabrizio to be saying that. Jude's agent, I want to see Jude's dad in Liverpool just saying he's visiting the Beatles exhibition or whatever it is. I want to see Ben Jacobs saying personal terms not expected to be a problem. I want Jude Bellingham next season, but that's only if Wirtz. I mean, this is a fever dream. I'm going a bit crazy. This video's been 10 minutes. So yeah, so if Wirtz still can't perform, then maybe the environment wasn't the problem. Maybe it was a Florian Wirtz problem. But I don't think that's what happens. I think this season is where he reminds everyone exactly why Liverpool spent all that money on him. Like, comment, subscribe. Goodbye.